What does it take to make a quarterback change midseason?
It should be obvious, It should be an obvious situation that the guy's not doing his part.
So far this season, Geno Smith has just not played well. A lot of people look at the game against the Ravens and they go, well, look, it's not his fault. The offensive line was playing poorly. The Ravens defensive line played great. Geno didn't have any time back there. I get all of that. And actually, I agree with that as far as the Ravens game goes and as far as the sacks he was taking in that game goes. But that's still no excuse for him throwing an easy interception to Geno Stone like he did against the Ravens.
And you have to declare, where the issues are. Is it with the guys up front not being consistent? Are we not doing our route stuff right? Are we not calling in the game for him? You have to call all games for the quarterback. They're the key.
But this season, Geno's just not looking great, and Pete seems to be reluctant to move on from Geno. Now, I get it. The Seahawks did just give Geno a 3-year contract this last offseason. But if you look at the contract, it is very easy for the Seahawks to get out of it after this season. In fact, there's a potential out in the contract at the end of this season. They could spread out the remaining cap hit over the next 2 seasons. It's not that big of a deal. Drew Lock, on the other hand, was only signed to a 1-year deal. So if you think that there is any possibility whatsoever that Drew Lock could have something and could be a good quarterback, I don't know why you're not trying Drew Lock right now. I don't know why you're not plugging Drew Lock in to be the quarterback. Look, 9 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. And it's not like these interceptions are tipped balls or mistakes. Like, sure, a few of them are. Most of these are just ugly interceptions. Balls thrown straight to defenders. He's made it easy. In the Panthers game alone, there was probably like 3 balls that should have been intercepted, but his receivers just bailed him out and totally saved Geno. And there's been several throws like that throughout the year. I don't know what Geno's seeing out there, but he's starting to look more and more like the Geno that we knew from New York. Geno Smith just isn't the future of the franchise, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having a bridge quarterback. When you have a young quarterback on the team that could be the future of the franchise, it seems foolish to me to not give that guy a chance, especially when the starter isn't playing particularly well. So I would love to see the Seahawks move on from Geno Smith to Drew Lock. I would love to see Drew Lock get some start time. He looked pretty good in the little bit of playtime he got in the Giants game. At a minimum, I think the Seahawks should have some Drew Lock packages so that it takes some pressure off of Geno. You can get Drew in there and get him some playtime anyways. Having said that, I don't expect that Pete Carroll is going to move on from Geno Smith. It seems like whether his quarterback is Tavares Jackson, Matt Hasselbeck, Russell Wilson, Geno Smith, whoever his quarterback is, whoever his guy is to start the season, that's his guy. He doesn't really move off of him. I would love to get your thoughts on it. Please feel free to comment below. Tell me what you think. Is Drew Lock a guy that the Seahawks should look at starting? Is Geno Smith the guy? Have the Seahawks not given Smith enough around him? I would love to get your comments. I would also love for you to like and subscribe to The Very Best Podcast. Please click the like button, click the subscribe button. There's also this like little bell button you can push that'll like give you notifications every time that I put out a video. You could do that too, whatever you feel comfortable doing. But the subscribers definitely is a super cool move because it means that every time I upload a video in your feed on YouTube, you'll start to see recommendations for whatever my new video is. And if you're not interested in the topic, you can just scroll right past and go to the next video, or I might be talking about something you're interested in. So please be sure to like and subscribe.